Hello. Hello and welcome, Scorpio. How are you today? I hope well and healthy and happy. And today I'm doing a February reading from my Clairvoyant Alchemy series, but I'm changing it up because I'm bringing Venus Mystical Love through. I had received an email, and I'm doing this for every sign for February. And I started with the water signs. I started with Pisces because Venus is going into Pisces. And it's going to be very powerful. Okay, going into Pisces, the sign of Pisces, beginning February 10th through March 8th. And Venus is exalted. And I do want to share a little bit about this. And I just think it's important for all of us to kind of tap and harness. For those of you who follow me a long time, you know I like to harness the energies, right? Psychically, just intuitively, and embrace it all. But on February 10th, Venus will return to her place of exaltation in the sign of Pisces, where her magical powers will reach their highest height! Exclamation mark. Venus traditionally rules the signs of Taurus and Libra, but she is exalted and therefore most glorified in Pisces! Exclamation mark. Why? Because Venus is delighted to return to the legendary place of her birth, the deep blue sea. Hail Venus. Sea foam and endless water are her place of origin, where she is transformed into the omnipresent titanic goddess once again. In astrology, Venus represents the universal force of attraction, that which creates union between spirit and matter, and what makes your spirit feel more fully embodied than sensual pleasure and luxury. In the tradition of astrological magic, Venus workings can be used for attracting everything that makes life worth living, including love, sex, money, beauty, and creative fulfillment. Okay, and there's the image that this author did of Venus. And actually, for in case you have Cancer in your charts, I opened first with Pisces, and then Cancer yesterday, and the Empress Venus came through. Okay, number 3, Empress. Planet Venus rules this Empress card. So I thought it was wonderful. I put her back in the deck. That, the table started tapping the energy. But this is for all people, okay? This is for all people. While Venus is in Pisces, you can also heal from any sense of unworthiness surrounding love, sex, money, or creativity. Once those scars have been softened, Venus in Pisces magic can be done to attract new romance, a new stream of income, new creative inspiration, or anything else which might make your life more delicious. With plenty of time to anticipate good fortune, please prepare for this transition of Venus in Pisces from February 10th through, March 6th, 2018. Okay, March 6th. And this comes from this lady named Aeolian Heart, Aeolian Heart. And that's her, I think her vlog name. She's not on the YouTube, she's just on a vlog. And, since I like to do these monthly readings and just share the month, and here we are in the February month, and I won't go through all of it in case, but I did want to highlight the tarot card is the High Priestess. She hasn't come through yet, so let's see. But this is the third reading. But we did receive Empress Venus already for Cancer. On this super full moon, blood moon, blue moon at the end of this month, January 31st, is a moon that has not been experienced in 150 years in the sign of Leo. And Leo is ruled by the sun, and Cancer is ruled by Luna. And it's magical. Okay, it's going to be magical. But I did want to say that the goddesses for this month is Brigitte, Guan Yin, Diana. And Diana came in. I have my goddess cards here. She already came in for Pisces. And she also came in as Artemis for Cancer, and Aphrodite, which is also known as Venus. Okay. And the medicine is rising energy, purification, new growth, honoring and forgiving yourself, self-love, accepting responsibility, and planning for the future. okay? And we always talk on this channel, please love yourself first, okay? And that way the universe can bring that optimum mate, all right? That will bring it all together for the best course of the universe, okay? And I also have, um, they've been sharing me, bring up everybody's chakra symbols, okay? So Scorpio, you're the third chakra, okay? So you're the solar plexus, okay? And the solar plexus is about that fire within you, okay? Scorpio, your solar plexus chakra. You are Mars ruled, lust for power, sexual impulses, usually high, exclamation mark. Although Scorpio is often associated with the sexual impulse, your ancient ruling planet of Mars lines up a little farther up your torso above your navel. And that's the gut, okay? The solar plexus is all about the gut, especially your instincts as well. Your lust for power and ability to make the most out of a gut feeling makes this chakra your power center. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you know, Scorpio, you're pretty powerful. Okay, and you're the last water sign that I'm doing, and you know, Mars and Pluto are in your mix, but you just make it happen. Okay, and then also I've been working. Actually, when I did those chakra videos last year, which you know I'm so happy I did, but I wasn't sure if I was one to teach about them, but now they're encouraging me to stick with it. Um, but it did bring me to Angels Bring Loving Miracle videos, because after I did the 7 chakra videos that they asked of me, and I enjoyed it immensely. Um, that's when, okay, now bring forward these angels videos and Angels Bring Loving Miracles, and that's what I called them. But I did do a special video. I think this was like I think it was on December 31st, the end of the December, and I wanted to bring out this sexuality angel, Aniel. You can see Aphrodite right there, rising from the sea foam. Okay, so I just think it's the way that I wanted to start these readings for this month, February. Okay, with this kind of love reading, because I usually don't do love readings, because there's so many others that do, but I wanted to make this because you know Venus in the sign of Pisces is pretty powerful. And so I started with the water sign. So let's do something favorable. And Scorpio, your mantra is I create. And you can create. Okay. So, and you create it from obviously your gut wisdom is your chakra center. But you're also like all the water signs, very intuitive, psychic. Okay. So don't give up on your inner core. Okay. Don't give up. And you know, Scorpio can be sometimes on the secretive side, but it's going to be good for 2018. And what's happening that we've had these 2 full moons. We had January 1st with water sister sign Cancer, and that the Empress came out through for Cancer yesterday was marveloso. Okay, maravilloso. And then Pisces was also fun to open up. And the point is, we water signs got to stick together. Okay. All right. And let's make this 2018 superlative. Okay. But that Cancer supermoon, and now we have this in Leo, the sun. And the wonderful thing about Cancer, there's only 2 zodiac signs that have one chakra only to themselves. Okay. 2. And that's Cancer, ruled by the moon. The third eyebrow chakra is only for them. And then Leo at the end of the month with the super moon, blue moon, because when you have 2 full moons in one month, it's known as the blue moon. And it's also called the red blood moon because it's closer to the earth on its axis. So it's going to look red. And it won't happen again in 150 years. And the Leo ruled by the sun. So we have Cancer, moon, third brow chakra, all about that psychic intuition. Okay. And then we have the sun, Leo sun, owning the crown chakra, all about opening up your awareness to spirituality. Those are the only 2 zodiac signs that innate and intuit the brow chakra and the crown chakra. Okay, that's pretty powerful, and it's all happening in this month. Okay, we're gonna shut it down in January, and then but February we want to open up with harnessing those energies. Okay, so that's why I wanted to bring it through and talk about it, because honestly, besides the Venus transit back in June of 2012, June 5th, 5th, 6th, depending where you were on the planet, there's not too many powerful, and this, but the loveliness is about all this, this is not man-made stuff. This is all cosmic realm sending it from the heavens to us, okay? And I know that the Venus transit changed my life. I mean, it really did. It was very powerful for me. I was very, emotional, and it's easy for me to become emotional. But that was when I said, the sun and the moon and the stars, I believe in that cosmic realm. But this one, transformed me, and I was taught about Mayan wisdom in 6th grade by my 6th grade teacher. She was from Mexico City, and I still follow Mayan code today. But they adored planet Venus. They had a temple just for her, and they could follow her like within, they just knew exactly what to do. It's a fascinating. Look at that right in my hand. Just lift it right in my hand. So let's take an exhale out for a moment here. Okay. And just, May 2018, we've been talking about 2018 as a Master 11 code. Okay. 2 + 1, 3, 8, 11. Master number. About awakening and the angelic realm. And then 1 + 1 is 2, is a pairing. So here we have Venus bringing in this power as well for the next till March, and saying, hey, pair up with people, pair up with someone you can be super friends forever, pair up with people that you can do business together, or perhaps a new affair of love that lasts forever. Look at this card. Okay, you're going to get a bonus right here. Okay, and if you're already madly in love in a marriage and happy as, woo, more power to you. More power to you. How fabulousness, okay? Because that's what it is. 2018 is that code of a soul-mated connection, okay? Whether it's a partnership in business that you guys make it happen, like Ben and Jerry, ice cream people, right? That was meant to be, right? Or, love affair, or a friendship that you've had since, in your early childhood. Just keep them close to you. Keep them close, okay? All right, so we have some cards on the table, and then I'll select the last one from the Goddess decks to represent Venus as well. But that, again, Mother Cancer, okay, brought forward Empress Venus was, sometimes that's why I like to pick cards randomly, because I like to be excited that way when it comes through. And it is about that creativity now with Venus, and that love attraction, like that spiritual treasure, we call it, where literally spiritually you're supposed to be around these people. And if you haven't met them yet, pay attention, meditate, go within, get your house in order, wait on the will of heaven. You're going to meet these people, okay? You're meant to meet another person, a pairing that both of you are connected. And I have over there, I found these 2 little seahorses way back in the day when I lived on my beach condo, and I was just working with my Orisha deck, and that's the 2 of Cups. For those of you following me, I love the 2 of Cups, and it's 2 seahorses. And I never put that together until I was just working with, because I was wondering if I was going to bring my Orishas out for this February reading, actually. And I almost did, but reading the Orishas is very powerful, and not many get it, so I didn't want to interrupt. You know, more people are familiar with tarot, and that's really a different kind of tarot. That's like a tarot oracle deck. But anyway, I left them out there to know there's some a meant to be. And the fascinating thing about seahorses is the male, the males have the babies. Okay. Okay, look at this page of fire already. Fabulous. Okay, and look at this. He's by the pyramids too at Giza. So this is power right here. Okay, so the page of fire has come through. And look at the pyramids in the back. Okay, that's the pyramids of Giza right there. That's very, it's like outer worldly. You know, the Egyptians definitely came from the stars. Um, Isis from Sirius and Osiris from Orion belt. Okay, but we love when the pages come through, and usually the pages in the nights, it's the princess and the prince. The pages, nonetheless, they're the young blood. They're the young blood. They have the energy. So no, it doesn't matter what age you are, 20 to 70 years old. Go on your mission. Okay. Get on your mission. Don't give up on you. Wow. I don't work with this deck much on my YouTube channel because some of the images are not as, I kind of like a lot of artwork when I'm working with the cards, but I just knew that I had to work with this. This is known as the Lover's Tarot. Okay. Lover's Tarot. And I'm working with my regular True Love Tarot that I've always worked and the Lover's Path Tarot over there. But, I wanted to keep this love, Venus, beauty theme going on. Okay. And it is about fertility as well. So that's why we keep talking about creativity. Create. Whatever that is for you. Put your house in order. Wait on the will in heaven. Create a lovely atmosphere for your home. And that doesn't mean you have to spend money. You just, take out stuff you don't need anymore, donate, and then you'll see the universe is continuously in balance. And that's what we need now in 2018, the balance. Look how lovely. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. How lovely. The Queen of Earth, the Queen of Resources, you see. And she's the philanthropist in the of all the queens. And she does help people in many ways. But she's outside, and we love when the pages and the kings and queens and knights come through because they're already in the castle. They've already, they were born to go there. Okay. They're coded to be in the castle. But it's, are you an evil queen or you're a wonderful queen, right? You're one that gives back. And this one is one who truly pays it forwards, gives it back. She wants her, her kingdom, her people to know she's for them, with them. She's beautiful. And then we have a hare here. Okay. See the rabbit there. Okay. I'd have to look that up, what that exactly means. But, they make a lot of babies. So she's one to, she's not really known as the mother card. That's the Queen of Cups is the mother card, but the Queen of Hearts. But the Queen of Earth is one, resources, whatever harvests on her kingdom, she makes sure her people are fed, okay? Nobody perishes when the Queen of Pentacles is around, be it humans or animals or landscape. She's there to keep it all growing healthy and beautiful and worldly. Two of Swords. Okay, you see what I mean about this deck? I like when I see more artistic work, but that's okay. Because here we have the Two of Swords, but I'm loving it because now we have that 2 there, talking about 2018. Number 11, Master, 1 + 1 is 2. So there is a pairing already showing from the Lover's Tarot. to speak of a pairing, and the air is the swords are the air element, and that's about how we think, our mental, thoughts. Are we clear, conscious about how we're thinking, or are we, are we kind of hazy? And we don't want to be hazy, not in 2018. And especially if you're awakening to your spiritual prowess, there's no place for hazy. Okay. We are clear. We have a function, we have a direction, and we know where we're going, and we're going to articulate it, and we can share it with others now. That's the beauty. And this is trying to tell me that yes, these people, this pairing that we're supposed to align with, is going to happen. Okay, and will happen for you as well, Scorpio. Okay. Just be clear, Scorpio. Because that's one thing about the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We sometimes go into our imagination side. We live like out of the box sometimes, and nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, we can escape too, and that's the world when can get us into, addictions and things like that. So we have to be conscious of where we're going, especially in 2018. This is the year that spirit wants to come through and say, you know what, I've been watching you. Because they watch everything anyway, but we've been watching you, and we know that you give it up to us. We're going to make sure you make it happy for yourselves, okay? And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do for you. There's gifts involved in this year if we align with the divine. I believe that with wholeheartedly. But we got to walk the talk. We got to work it. There's no free ride. Whether in the material world or the spiritual world, there's no free ride. You got to pay your dues, okay? But this year is combustion spirituality. And that we open January with a super moon in Cancer, ruled by the moon. And now we're going into this Leo, powerful super moon, blood moon, blue moon in the sign of Leo. So we go from moon to sun. And the only chakras that are involved is the third eye, brow, intuition, and then the spiritual sun. Okay? It's like magnificence. It really is. And if you're already there, if you're already aligning and you're, been following the chakras for years, and you do your stretches and your workouts, and you pay it forward and donate and help people who need it, you're going to be blessed, more blessed. 8 of Cups, look at this. Power and success. Okay, this comes from the Lover's Path Tarot. The 8 of Cups, all right. And we can see we have a seashore in the background. We have a crescent moon, the 8 of water here, the 8 of Cups, and I always, relate the 8s to power and success. Okay, and this is about also a love power. You can see a couple by the seashore here on a cliff. A power of charming, and also because it's 8s, it's like a power that you can have over a large group of people as well. But there's a connection here. See the pairing here? There is supposed to be, for this year, 2018, a connection. And Scorpio, you rule the sexuality, right? Okay, you rule sex. So, pay attention. And if you're already in love with or infatuated with someone who loves you and adores you, just know it's real, okay? But make it spiritual as well, okay? You have to both believe on another dimension, okay? And we're not talking about religion at all, okay? Here we talk about spirituality. Spirituality is totally different than religions. Whoa, look at this. How beautiful. The King of Coins is here. Zeus. Wow. Zeus. And the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins. See the pairing we have in our hand? And I'm just smiling because my birth code is March 11th, 1960. Pisces sun, Libra rising, and Virgo moon. But numerology-wise, I'm a Queen of Pentacles, okay? So that I see this King of Pentacles comes through it. And Zeus, the most powerful Olympian god that there is, or was, or yeah, let's say is, because those gods and goddesses never die, okay? And you can see the castle in the background. So just think, okay? But I'm just trying to share. There is a pairing here for all of you watching, Scorpio friends. There's a pairing, and you're supposed to meet each other. Okay, you're supposed to line, and if you already have this, you know, husband-wife team or lovers together, knew it that you were soulmates already, twin flames, as they say. As I understand, twin flames share the same soul, but nonetheless, a soulmate, right away. And it could be a soul group too. That's why we're saying a pairing of friends. Like right away when you meet each other, you're just like, you're connected, heart to heart, body, mind, and soul. Like, you've known each other. Okay. So believe in this energy. Okay. Please believe in this energy for this 2018. And this reading is all about, trust me, Venus mystical love. Okay. Venus loves to bring the lovers together. And here we have, this tandem team right here. I'm standing strong. And look at we got the Two of Swords. That mentally, they think alike. How some people say, oh, whatever I'm thinking, he's already got the answer, or vice versa. I was thinking this and she says this and we're thinking alike. That's what we're talking about right here. Okay. But literally, this is a power couple in respect. Here we have Zeus. With Zeus. So, and it's for it to be respected. And that's why spiritually, they want to bring us these kind of people. If you believe in yourself and you've been doing it righteous, okay, you take care of yourself, you give back, you pay it forward, they know who you are. Trust that. Okay. They know. And they want you to find that mate, that soul mate of where the heavens bring you together. And if you already have that, more beauty to you. And that's what I'm saying with Empress Venus coming through, Goddess Venus. You all both can create. See, this team, if you already have this together, and we don't read gender specific, if you're in love like this and a power couple, you can create even more to help this earth. We need help on this earth, okay? We really do. And it's not about billionaires with egos. No, we're not talking about that either. We're talking about people who can truly help our earth, okay? Whether you have money or you don't have money, you can still do many things. Even if you don't have money, you can make your life richer in many ways, okay? You know what to do. Okay, now check this out. Okay, this same card, now this is the Devil card, Temptation. He came out for the Pisces read. Paolo and Francesca. We might have to read this now, because I didn't read from the book, but back to back, well, yesterday was Cancer, but I totally believe, I think this just came through for, I started with Pisces, yesterday was Cancer. I don't think it was for Cancer, I think it was for Pisces. Diablo came through, okay? And the Devil is all about materialistic things, you see. And this is about resources, money, okay? Coin. So please don't get involved with the dark side of money in 2018. You'll be not the winner, okay? See how this came through? This is about you being that kind of, the ones that donate, give it forward, the philanthropists, like Bill Gates and his wife donate zillions of dollars. And many, many beautiful ones too. But that's kind of curious to me, because Diablo doesn't really come through back to back like this. The exact same card from the same deck. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, let's set Diablo right there, because I'm going to have to now read from how they describe uh, Diablo in the deck, from this deck. This is known as the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, because truly now 2 water signs. Look how beautiful. See, Diablo comes through because he doesn't want us to be in love. And you know how cute this is to me, because just today on my Facebook page, I selected a tarot card of the day, and it was the Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Water, the Ace of Love. I just delivered it this morning with this tarot deck I've never seen before, by a name by, I think her name was, oh, I forgot. It was a female name, but it has a hand, you know, this man's hand, you can tell it's a man's hand, holding this beautiful cup, like a Holy Grail cup. I just delivered it today. And look how beautiful, because the shells is just that, the cups. But you see the love? Now, Diablo doesn't want anybody to have love, okay? He wants you to have misery. But that's why he tempts you. See, temptation is the word this author selected here. You know, oh, I can give you this, and I can give you that. But this is where it's at. Beautiful. The Ace of Love. How beautiful. And now we have this power team here, and this other power success card here of love. And you can teach people. And we have the young blood here as well. Fire. This pairing of being clear, conscious with each other. And the love is right here. That's lovely. I'm just going to set it here for now. Lovely. And it's just so fun for me as the reader, because I've never delivered an Ace of Love on my Facebook page before, but I knew I've been doing these videos, and today I was going to bring it forward for you, Scorpio, to finalize the water signs. And I just love when that synchronicity happens. See, and that's another word for 2018. Synchronicity is going to be, when you see, like this right here, this is truth right now. The universe, you know, I tapped it today with synchronicity, okay, on my Facebook page to your table reading, Scorpio. It's beautiful. Okay, look at this, Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, you know, I'm not picking you out, but you know, you have a little bit of the dark side on you, because you're all about that sex. Okay, so it's like a double whammy of Diablo here. Okay, Scorpio, so you really have to go into your heart zone for this year. Okay, you know, and seduction, sex, money, you know, rock and roll, you know what I mean, is the devil's always involved in that. Okay, you know, because usually rock and roll comes to drugs and the addiction and the, you know, the dark nights of, you know what I mean. And some of it sometimes can be sexy, but not if it takes you out. And there's never a winner when Diablo's around. That's the truth. Diablo's more powerful. I mean, the devil has always been before the light. You can't kill a devil. And his demons have no souls. They never die. And you don't want to have a demon in your house. It's hard to get rid of them. And even when you do get rid of them, just know that literally they'll jump to somewhere else. Okay? If you finally get rid of them, they're going to jump. You know, you can be in Florida and they'll jump to Alaska just like that. They'll find some other place to live in. Okay? So just understand that this is, that I have them too. Now, I know there was one reading last year that 2 devil cards came through. You know, because that hardly ever happens. But it happened for you, Scorpio. Again, and we're fierce and fearless as spiritual warriors. We work with the white light, bright light. White light, bright light all around me, within me, protects me both day and night. So we don't have to have fear. They won't be coming in our house, okay? Because they know we work with the higher forces of God. But if you're now, I'm just suggesting for those of you, but if you're awakening, and now you want to start watching videos like mine. But for those of you who have been following me, you know, we all have our down days, you know. We all have a down days, depression sets in, and especially if it's about money problems or you know, relationship problems, that can get us down, no doubt about it. I've been there as well. Okay, so let's hold on here. So we have to take this seriously, okay? That I have the devil here. And now we have the crisis card. Okay, Major Arcana, Mars, right here. Your ruler. Okay, so you see, this is what this reading is telling me. But we have the love card, see? The white light, bright light, beauty card. Okay? The white light, bright light. And then I know I repeat myself sometimes, but I have never put the Ace of Love card on my Facebook page. And I just did it today, this morning. So only love can conquer hate. Okay. And this Tower card, which is Mars planet, Trump card, Major Arcana card, it is about aggressive energy. Okay. Aggressive energy. No doubt about it. It's about this aggressive energy. Okay. And your planet is Mars and Pluto. Okay. Scorpio. So, but it's also about you having self-defense. Okay. Like, this can happen, and see how this happens too is God sends you this. Zeus, you know, send lightning bolts your way. My God, Thor. Okay. So put your house in order and wait on the will of heaven is all I'm going to suggest. You take action in loving, positive ways. Okay. Loving, positive ways. Because only love can heal hate. That's the truth. Okay. And if we can bring more love on this planet, we can heal many, many circumstances that can be abolished from cruelty and haters. But, you know, it's called the balance. I talk about it a lot. You know, I feel the devil has always been, and then came the light. And that's why Father God brought forward his only son, Jesus, to, you know, heal the sinners. But, you know, that's why he had to rise and go back to heaven, so they believed that we're watching. Okay. We're watching who the love is, where the love is. You know, like Bob Marley singing about the love. But this is truth, that your powerful Mars came through. Okay, Scorpio. So, you know, it's about change now. And actually your trump card, the death card, came through as well. Okay, so we want to make certain that you're aware, or beware. We talk about that a lot too. Okay, 9 of wings, 9 of swords now. See the transformation we were just talking about with the butterflies? It's about that, my darlings. And see another word that is not a loving word, obsession. Okay. But now 9's about those endings and completions. So if you feel you've been here a little bit too much, Scorpio, because not to put you in the mix of all this, but after it's your reading, but just know that, you know, sometimes Scorpio can be, you know, how do we say, you kind of like have that secrecy about you, and your emotions kind of go very, very deep. And sometimes you're kind of the ones that, you know, you seek that revenge, and but mind you, I adore you guys because you have those 3 totem animals like the scorpion. I get you with the stinger, right? But then you have the eagle, and you can fly so high. The eagle and condors fly the highest. I mean, even men in aircrafts, you know, people, pilots in aircrafts, see these birds just flying right by them, you know, high up in the sky. And then let's talk about your Major Arcana trump card, Lucky 13, Death. And then you have that, the third animal totem is the phoenix, where from death we go to rebirth. So how beautiful it would be that you could go from this death kind of thing, because, the devil doesn't want anybody kept alive. I think that's why when many people, commit suicide and things like that, that's all the dark forces, no doubt about it. And, whatever was making them go that way. But we have love on this table, okay? We have love on this table, and we have a pairing here. Think it out straight. We have power and success, okay? Truly, a king and queen have come through of resources. Get outside, get outdoors, get grounded. Look up to the sky. Thank Father Sun. Get by the body ocean. You're a water sign, a river, sea salt baths. And somebody wrote to me the other day, a couple of weeks ago, like, you talk about taking sea salt baths, but I don't have a bathtub. That's okay. Just take your shower, take your shower to cleanse yourself, and then just get one of those little flat plastic sink covers, and just fill it up as much as you can, and you just kind of sit in that warm water with the sea salt and just put it around you and pray for a little bit and then get out. Okay. That's how we heal ourselves, my darlings. We have to actively heal ourselves. I'm not going to even read about Diablo. We can all figure out. But you got a double whammy. So, but I only because it's already come through. This card came through Pisces. I'm just going to read the quick short thing from here. Okay. Let's just read who this couple is, Paolo and Francesca. Let's just read about them because this same card just has come through for the water sign of, I think it was Pisces. Okay, so, alrighty, here we go. Okay. Wait a minute, where is it? Oh, here it is, temptation. Okay. Traditional card, the devil. Okay, the devil. Lovers, Paolo and Francesca. Keywords, inner turmoil, obsession. Do we just have obsession? Oh, my Lord, help us. Look at this. Look at this, my darlings. Okay. Got to think it out for yourselves here. Okay, so it says here, traditional card, the devil, the lovers are Paolo and Francesca. Keywords, inner turmoil and obsession. And look at this. It's on page 11. Can you see that? Page 11. Page 11. That's crazy. Okay, so hold on. Francesca, and these are supposed to be, these caricatures are not that. They're like people in mythology. Like they've been written tales about them. Francesca da Polenta of Ravenna was married to Giovanni Malatesta to strengthen their families' political bonds. But there was one problem. Francesca loved Giovanni's brother. Okay, one problem. Francesca loved Giovanni's brother, the handsome Paolo. Tempted by love, Francesca and Paolo's story could only end in sorrow. These true events inspired the poet Dante. Okay, Dante, yes, of course we've heard of the poet Dante, who had a vision of Paolo tenderly embracing Francesca to protect her against the forces swirling about them in Hades. Okay, and that's the underworld. Okay, that's where the darkness lives, in Hades. Dante retold their sad story in his Inferno, the first book of the Divine Comedy. Okay, I've never read it myself, but I remember hearing about Dante's Inferno as a little girl, the first book of the Divine Comedy. And the meanings: tempted by forces one cannot control, obsession in the form of envy, sensual desires, the need to be controlling. Okay, so don't go there. Okay, we're going to transform this weakness that came through here into the strength of love. Okay, the strength of love. You don't need more seductive devil coming through to bring us crisis like what happened to Francesca and Paolo. Okay, And you know, that's all the darkness wants. But this is white light, bright light, love. Okay, white light, bright light. And so you maintain that course for you. And you know, sometimes I repeat myself, but you know, you do, Scorpio, rule the sexual nature. So just be aware or beware, because you know, nothing good going to come out of a passionate, secretive love affair, especially if you know it's a you're married and they're married, and you know all that kind of jazz. You know, I watch all these murder shows. Trust me, and the main thing why people murder is for money, for sex, and for greed. Okay, and which is kind of the same thing. Greed and money come together. And but you know, sex, romance, they want to be with another, and they'll get rid of their spouses for it. Okay, yeah. So just you know, be aware, my darlings. This is a beautiful year. This is a magical year. I'm turning my head because I know these images, but this is a year that we can all really develop ourselves into a you know a persona of spiritual strength and beauty. Oh my goodness, Artemis. She just came through yesterday. How beautiful. And Diana came through. Diana and Artemis are the same goddess. One's Greek, one's Roman. And this is the Huntress. That's crazy. Here she is right here. Diana. Okay, Scorpio, come on. Bring it forward. Let's do this. See, my dears? Look at this. Diana came for Pisces, and Artemis came for Cancer, and now you get them both double whammy. How did that happen? I saw the image. That's what happened. I saw the picture, and I'm like, hold on a second here. You got the double whammy of this. You know, and every time I get these cards in my hand, I always think of the Princess Diana. You see what the darkness did to her, okay? Because he wanted to be with his, you know, another woman that he'd been with forever, his mistress. See what happens when the devil comes through? And it happened to Princess Diana. Okay, so let's speak of, let's touch Diana first and look at the full moon right here. Okay, she's a moon goddess. Okay, both of them. Diana is the ancient lady. Diana is the ancient lady of the beasts, called by the Romans Lucina. See, because of the Luna. Goddess of the light. There you go. Beautiful. Goddess of the light. As mistress of wild things, she is especially responsible for anything young and vulnerable, be it wild or human. She is the goddess of solitude, comfortable with the wilderness and with the great silence of nature. She represents the mystic, primitive identity of the hunter and the hunted. Diana is a moon goddess, symbolizing the moon in its crescent phase. She stands for the virgin, a self-sufficient, free goddess who lives life on her own terms, especially a goddess of women. She's related to all phases of female existence, from infancy to menstruation, through birth, nursing, menopause, and death. Diana stands for the part of us that is at home in the wilderness, at home with our primitive instinctual nature. And that's beautiful. Okay. And I totally believe when you tap spirituality, that's something you have to have your solitude time. That's truth. Truth, turn technology off at least an hour a day. I've been saying that for a few years now. It's just how it is. It really is. You go into whatever you call it, whether you meditate or you sit in, you know, yoga positions, or you lie down, okay? Or you know, whatever you're doing, whether you go walk on the beach, but you just, walking on the beach is not a good thing because a lot of people around there, but you have to be sort of like in your own head, is what I'm trying to say. Now, Artemis, okay? Artemis, the archaic mistress of animals, probably just dates back to Paleolithic times. Her realm is the wilderness, and her concern extends to all wild, untamed things. She presides over the hunt and is the goddess of hunters, fiercely fiercely individualistic and independent. She remains apart from relationships to men. Despite her fierceness, she's addressed as a healing and soothing goddess. Protector of births, she alleviates the suffering of women in childbirth. She is also responsible for the initiation of young girls. Artemis is a wonderful symbol of female independence. She reminds us of the value of solitude. Okay, there we have it. Solitude again, okay? She reminds us of the value of solitude and the importance of wild, unprotected places. She shows us those frightening places that bring healing, even though through fear. Okay, there we have it. She shows us those frightening places that bring healing, even through fear. And we have a double whammy here with Diablo. Okay, so trust that where'd he go? Here it is. Okay, and this crisis. Okay, and Mars is here to talk to you about, but you be assertive, aggressive, okay, my darlings, and with prayer. Okay, let's see how we have these two, Diana and Artemis here, the huntresses. Okay, so you be that huntress, and you have no fear. And how we get rid of the dark forces is we bring forward the love. Okay, that's only love can conquer hate. That's truth. Okay, and I call it the balance. You know, Diablo will always be. He has always been. But we can heal ourselves from the negative ones. We surely can. All right, my darlings. And stay passionate within yourself, Scorpio. You're all about it. I know you're intense, but take this transformative time in 2018. Your trump card is the death. I call it Lucky 13 because it is about that regeneration. Okay? And work with those totem animals of yours. Hey, if you have to bite hard, sting somebody to get them out of your life, do it like the scorpion does. But if you need to get away from someone, fly high, high, high to the sky like the eagle does. Okay? And then from death, we go to rebirth, the phoenix rising. It's beautiful. You can do it. If anybody can do it, you can, Scorpio. I love you all. You have a wonderful February. Much love. Ciao.